Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good day, students. My name is Mr. Peter Dasaka, and now I'm going to be handling you today on the recorder. Interesting topic, right? What is a recorder? A recorder is a flute-like musical instrument that has 7 finger holes and a thumb hole at its back. It is a friendly instrument that is played by blowing air into the mouthpiece. The term recorder appeared in England around the 1400. Okay, so basically what we're talking about is the recorder is like a flute, but it is not a flute. Okay, that's why we say it's a flute-like musical instrument. Many people make a mistake of calling the instrument a flute, but it is wrong. It is supposed to be called a recorder. That is the name. The name of the instrument is a recorder, and it has its own vivid description: 7 finger holes and a thumb hole at its back. So, how do we play a recorder? We play a recorder by blowing air into the mouthpiece. Oh, we play a recorder by blowing air into the mouthpiece. And when we are blowing the air, we don't blow too much air, just enough air to pronounce the word two. That's all we need. Also, what you need to know are types of recorder. We have quite a number of them. Sopranino, we have soprano, descant, we have alto recorder, we have tenor, we have bass, and we also have contrabass recorder. But the most common of them all is the soprano recorder. All recorders of the same range may not sound the same. The timbre, that's the sound quality, may vary slightly. So don't think that because you have a soprano recorder, when you meet another person with a soprano recorder, they may all sound the same. It's depending on how the recorders are made and the temperature with which they are tuned. It all depends on the materials, the construction, the player, and even the temperature of the instrument. A cold recorder will sound flat, and one too warm will sound slightly sharp in pitch. A good recorder should be at the correct pitch when the temperature is around 18 degrees Celsius, corresponding with the same temperature which it was originally tuned. Okay, that's that. Now let's look at parts of the recorder. Sorry, the image is not very sharp, but if you look closely, you'll be able to see that the recorder has basically 3 parts. We have from this part down here, this is called the foot joint, and then from this part to this part here is called the middle joint. That's where the finger holes are and the thumb hole. Then from this part upward here is called the head joint. These are the basic 3 parts of the recorder. Now we want to give some more details. We talk about the mouthpiece here, and on the mouthpiece or the back, there's a windway where you blow air into it. Then there's a window and a labium. That's where air escapes when you are playing the recorder. That's where the sound also comes out from. Then we have our finger holes in the middle joint and the thumb hole at the back. And then we also have a foot joint, which is just an appendage added to it, but there's one finger hole on it, the least of it. Okay, those are just the parts of the recorder. At your level, one of the common recorders is the soprano, which I advise that you should start with. It is affordable and very easy to find. The fingering chart of the soprano recorder is shown below. Okay, this is the fingering chart of the recorder. Um, when you play key C, that's the middle C, you cover all the holes. When you play key D, you take off your um, finger 4. That's the last hole, you uncover it. Then you uncover the last 2 holes to have key E. You uncover the last okay, you take off your third finger and cover the first 2 to get F. Then to play G, there's an F sharp there, but for now I wouldn't want you to bug yourselves with it. Then to play G, you take off 4 fingers. Okay, now you're going to be dealing with left hand, and the left hand you take up the first finger. That's, they are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finger holes that are now open to get an A. Then to get a B, you take up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 holes open. And to get a C, you return one of the finger holes, that's back this way, and then open the second to the last. Or that's the last on the top here, while you're still covering the finger hole at the back to get your C, upper octave. Then D, upper octave, you take off the thumb hole. That's the thumb, the one the thumb is covering at the back. You take it up, and that's it. Well, this is a practically based class, so I would not expect you to understand everything at once, but gradually and surely, as you continue to practice, you get it, because practice makes perfect. Okay, let's learn our fingers now. Yes, the index finger is known as finger 1. The ring finger is known as the middle finger rather is known as finger 2. The ring finger is known as finger 3, while the pinky, which is the little finger, is known as finger 4. The same applies to left hands and right hand side. You can see the allocation of the fingers, which means that for your right hand, you have finger 4 on the let me see. Yes, finger 4 on the last part. Then to the middle part, we have finger 3, finger 2, and finger 1. All these are right hand. Then for the left hand, which is on top, we have finger 3, finger 2, and finger 1. Then your thumb is under, because there is a hole underneath the recorder. You need to understand this position. When you are perfectly positioned this, you blow air, just enough air to pronounce the word 2. If everywhere is covered, this should be the type of sound that you have. Okay, so this is just a little guide. It's not like I want to teach you twinkle twinkle little star. No, it's just a little guide for you to see how the fingers are placed. You can see how the right hand is placed here and the left hand is placed above it, and the player here is trying to emulate some notes. He has a D here, an A here, a B here, a G here, F sharp here, and an E here. The notation, don't worry about it, we'll get to our own a little later. This is just to guide you on how to place your fingers. So let's try and play some notes. Now, I'll be talking less and playing more, because this is a practically based class. To play the first exercise, which is semi-brief notes, this is how it's going to sound. I'll use a timing: 1, 2, 3, 4. Exercise 2, minims. Exercise 1, crotchets. Exercise 4, quavers. Now, we will try the scales in both ascending and descending order. So, let's look at the first one. I beg your pardon, let me take it again. The second one. Exercise 3, minims. Okay, so that's all I can teach you for now. Let's look at the assignment. What is a recorder? Mention at least 4 types of recorder. Mention 3 parts of the recorder. Kindly attempt playing the following scores. These ones you're supposed to do them and try hard to keep on practicing and perfect whatever you've done. Is that okay? I can't assess you for these ones. I'll just assess you probably when we meet physically. But for now, you can try to practice it and get it right. Thanks for listening. Bye.